guys, my name is Classical Gaming, Classical Gaming 9 was my old one, it was too long. Classical Claw, maybe be different, but if you look right down there, that should be, say, screencast-o-matic. Good. Please subscribe, like, and comment down below. Yeah, when last time you were caught having fun. But anyway, let's react to this. Sounds good, looks good, let's do it.
My name is Nixium, and today, I'll be your narrator. Number 10 was submitted by Rafrox. It was 3 in the morning, and Emoji was feeling kind of frisky. Everyone in his house was asleep, so he got out all of the supplies. His laptop, headphones, tissues, and the all-important lotion. He was just about to start when he heard a door opening right outside his room. Emoji freaked the fuck out, and he threw his laptop across the room as a reflex. It smashed against the wall, and it made a huge noise. Emoji panicked. Thinking quickly, he hid his headphones, threw his box of tissues in the trash, and stuffed the lotion into his closet, making even more noise. His mom burst into the room just as Emoji was pulling up his underwear under the covers. She screamed,
"What happened?"
And Emoji shouted,
I had a nightmare."
His mom grabbed the broken laptop, looked at it suspiciously, and said,
More like a panic attack.
She totally knew what was up. Number 9 was submitted by Angry Video Game Neko. One night, Ladybot was laying in her bed, making photo edits of her favorite YouTube stars. One picture of her favorite YouTuber on a bed made her extremely horny. She started playing with her breasts and moaning his name as she watched a compilation of his sexiest moments. Without realizing, Ladybot had gotten so into it that she woke up her roommate. Right as she was about to finish, he opened up the door and said,
"Hey, could you keep it down? I got work in the morning."
Ladybot went bright red. She fell out of the bed, trying desperately to cover herself up. Her roommate just awkwardly backed up and said,
"I'll just go back to bed now."
I would do the same
I bet
thing.
that breakfast the next day was super fun for everybody. Yeah. Number 8 was submitted by 7.
Guys, don't do that.
Pringle was taking
Unless you're
some
being
new
smart about it,
prescription
just
medicine
don't.
that made him super lightheaded.
No.
He was even so dazed and confused that he accidentally went into the girls' bathroom at school. Not noticing his mistake, he went into a stall and suddenly he got pretty excited. While he was playing with little Pringle, someone else entered and went into the next cubicle. Pringle heard a female voice, and he freaked out. He realized that he was in the girls' bathroom, and he jumped up before finishing.
That
he
is
forced the
so
stall door open, and he
bad.
tried to run, but he tripped, and he slammed his head on the bathroom floor. The girl was startled, and came out to ask if he was okay. But before she could get the words out, she noticed the massive bulge in Pringle's pants, and she covered her mouth in shut. To make matters worse, this was a girl that Pringle had a crush on.
That's
He stood
the
up and
worst.
tried to leave, but the girl dragged him into a stall and yelled in his face about what a pervert he was. And that, my friends, is the story of when Pringle learned you shouldn't masturbate at school. Number 7 was submitted by Raging Fire. One day, Pandora was in her room masturbating to some ocean noises in bed. She had forgotten to lock the door, and her little brother, who doesn't believe in privacy or personal space, came bursting in. He flopped on the bed, and he started watching WWE. Luckily, Pandora was under the covers at the time, but she was so frustrated because she was almost done. With her brother right next to her, Pandora had to discreetly pull her dildo out from inside of her. Yeah, this took several minutes because she was paranoid about being caught. She then excused herself to the bathroom with her dildo tucked into the waistband of her pants, and she waited for her brother to leave. That was the last time she left the door unlocked. Number 6 was submitted by That Weird Guy MC. When Dolan's brother was 18, he quit masturbating for a month for NoFap November. As soon as the month was over, he was ready to burst, and he needed some immediate relief. He had planned some special alone time for the day, but his family made him go to church instead. He was way too distracted to hear anything his pastor was saying, and he asked to be excused to use the bathroom. Once inside, he took out his phone, fired up his favorite website, and he turned off the light so that nobody would know he was in there. That was a big mistake.
By the way, guys, I've
because
never
halfway
seen
through
this one
session,
before.
a volunteer youth leader came barging into the bathroom. He realized he had forgotten to lock the door. The girl saw him looking like a deer in headlights, with his phone in one hand and his dibbly von dangly in the other. But instead of being mad, the youth leader became extremely turned on, and Dolan's brother lost his V card in church. He is both proud and ashamed. Number 5 was submitted by Fueled by Maple. One day when Doopy was in the shower, she got the urge. She sat down in the corner, put the shower head against the wall to muffle any noises, and started the dirty deed. She was pretty damn close when she heard a knock on the door. She had locked the door, so she figured it was safe to ignore it. The knocking got louder and louder, but Doopy didn't want to stop what she was doing. Her older sister was yelling on the other side, but Doopy ignored her, and suddenly the door banged open, and Doopy leapt to her feet and pulled back the shower curtain. She screamed,
What the fuck?
and tried to cover her shame. It turned out her dad was applying for financial aid, and he couldn't remember Doopy's school email address. Apparently,
YouTube, please don't demonetize
by
me.
Taking a battering ram to the bathroom door.
Seriously.
Number 4 was submitted by Your Boy Sounds. One day during the summer holidays, Gergak went to the beach with his family.
Yeah.
His brother kept going on and on and on.
Please don't
about the
demonetize
sandcastle
me.
he was building. So Gergak wandered off and discovered
I will,
a nude beach.
age
He got
restrict
really
this.
excited to see a naked woman for the first time. So excited that he had to run into the nearest public bathroom before anybody saw his raging boner. Now, he couldn't go back to his family with an erection, so he ducked into a cubicle to take care of it. The door didn't have a lock, but Gergak figured he wouldn't be in there for very long. Gergak soon closed his eyes in preparation for his big finale, and he didn't notice the toilet door opening. He opened his eyes. His mother was glaring down at him. The last thing he remembers is her screaming, "What are you doing in the girls' bathroom?"
No, that is
Number 3
absolutely
was submitted by Doc
bad.
Hussey.
Don't
When Sweet Commando
ever.
was in his 20s. He was a lonely Marine posted in Iraq. One quiet afternoon,
I
he snuck
wrecked
into the
myself.
communication shed to relieve some pent-up frustration. The shed was
Got
locked,
him.
so he had to climb through a window. When he was sure he was alone, he sat back with his iPod and loaded up some special movies. Just as he was getting
Hello,
into the swing
my
of
name's
things,
Stewie.
the door opened and two
Peter,
guys
what are you
walked in.
doing?
Before Sweet Commando had a chance to adjust himself, the lights came on, and a
Hello, everybody.
superior
Kermit the
officer
Frog here.
was staring right at him.
yeah.
The comms chief just laughed,
This-
and he asked
This
if he
video
needed
was
a
just
minute.
messed up.
Sweet Commando was
Yeah.
mortified.
So,
He
guys, this
apologized,
video is
pulling up his
so
pants,
messed up.
and he got the hell out of there. Communications guys teased him
Yeah.
for the rest of his deployment, and he was awarded the prestigious Combat Action Medal. Number 2 was submitted by Zorark.
No
101. When Dolan was 12 years old, he lived in a very small house. It was so small that he had to sleep in the same room as his mom and dad. No, not in the same bed, you sickos, just across the room. One night, Dolan felt the need to jack it. He tried to be as quiet as possible, and everything was going great. Until he heard his mom say, "Oh, Dolan sugar, you're all grown up." He immediately stopped what he was doing, and he went to sleep. And number 1 was submitted by me. It's only happened once, and it's not that exciting, but you know what? Here we go. One time, I was in my bedroom doing my business, getting kind of funky.
Funky.
And,
Yeah.
well, let's just say my parents had a friend over, and dinner was ready, so he came to my door, and I had forgotten to lock the door, so he pushed the door open, saying, "Yo, Nixium, dinner's ready." And so there I was, sitting in my computer chair, massive popsicle in hand, and he said, "Damn." And he slowly closed the door. Dinner was great.
How awkward would that be?
Alright, so a big thanks to the folks
Dang.
over at our Planet Dolan subreddit for submitting their stories. But we have another question for you. What is the craziest
just gonna go
place
now.
you have ever had sex? Let us know in the Reddit page
What?
below, and you
No.
might be featured in a future countdown. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time.
I'll watch this one, I think.
So, Ladybot and her fiance stopped and listened. Apparently, she had ordered an onion Swiss burger and wanted no onions on it. She came in mad because there were onions on the burger. If she just wanted a burger with cheese, there's a thing called a cheeseburger.
Alright, guys. Thank you for watching. Make sure to look at this screencast-o-matic. That's how I used this. I will now hide the little subscribe, comment down below. What was your most awkward moments in the number one most awkward moment in your life that has ever happened to you? Yes, this must be very awkward. Goodbye. Hello, guys. Kermit the Frog here. Signing out in 3, 2, 1. Goodbye, everybody. Like, subscribe, comment down below what's your favorite the most awkward moment of your life. So, yes, goodbye.